I'm not dead yet. Dum 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 dum. Super Sir Eldric, the fourth quote quiz. Version 2.1. So, recording window, width, enough to fit the table below. Okay. With a bit of space on each side. Yes, I am seeing this. Height, the full browser window, top to bottom. There we go. So, a little bit of things. I'm not dead. I just feel like I'm dead, and I have no free time. I was messaged, not really messaged, because YouTube doesn't really do messages as such very well anymore. Instead, somebody left a comment on the previous fan quiz video and said, hey, would you be willing to do another one of these? And I said, sure. I am actually going to be having a baby, and I'll be off for a couple weeks, so I should have some free time to do that. And so he was like, hey, okay, here's the quiz. And I was like, great. And that free time has not really materialized. The reason being, when I first had a baby, you may remember this in somewhat from the last couple videos, you know, my daily videos that I upload to my channel. I had a baby boy back in November of 2017, and he is almost 2 years old now. And just now in August of 2019, I had a baby girl, and she's about 3 weeks old as of this recording. And when I had my baby boy, I remember being off work for 3 weeks, and there was a lot of downtime with the baby. Newborns, they eat every 2 hours, they sleep in between that, and kind of in between the feedings, there's not much to do with them. But when you have the second baby, the first one is still there, and they start acting weird because you brought a new baby into the house. And so it has been a tremendous handful. I have had the highest weekly step count I have ever had trying to run around, keeping my boy in check, helping take care of my little girl, and cleaning up the massive waste dump that is my house now. But the boy went to Grandma and Grandpa's house this weekend, and I have a little bit of free time, so I'm actually going to take the quiz. Also, fair note, I had the hiccups just a moment ago, and so I might have the hiccups again at some point during this. And two, I had to mow part of the lawn earlier, and you most likely, if you watch my videos, know that I'm very allergic to grass. And I didn't do my full complement of antihistamines before the mowing, because it was just a small part of the yard, not the full yard. So I might get a little bit phlegmy or congested, but one would hope that that doesn't happen. Anyway, on to the quiz. Hello, Eldric. Are you ready for a quiz? You bet I am. Let's start with a simple practice quiz. This will allow you to get to know the engine before you start the real challenge. To take the quiz, click on one item from each column to submit that pair. If you pick the right pair, the items will disappear. Not disappear, because disappear has an extra P in it. Your goal is to get rid of all the pairs with as few mistakes as possible. Good luck! Practice task. Match the flash games with the amounts of videos. That should probably be the number of videos. Note, the order of items in both columns is randomized when the page loads, and this, with an S, says that we are not dealing with American spelling. When you're finished with the practice quiz, scroll down below. Okay, so what do we got here? Magic Pinkman 2, Epic Combo, Achievement Unlocked, Epic Battle Fantasy 4, and Fancy Pants Adventure World 2. 1 video with an addendum, 2 videos, 41 videos, 1 video, and 5 videos. Well, I already know Epic Battle Fantasy 4 had a lot of videos. So, okay. So it tells us how many pairs we've matched and how many mistakes we've made. Let's see. 1 video with an addendum is going to be Epic Combo, because I remember making the video showing off the combo system and whatnot. And then I remember getting the shell. I think it's like a turtle shell that bounces, something like that. Anyway, it was bouncing between these springs, and it got stuck, and so it never stopped bouncing. And so I made the addendum video to show that my score was just going up and up and up and up and up. So Epic Combo with that. All right. Magic Pinkman 2. I remember when I made this video, if I remember correctly, I started off the video saying this is going to be a quick one, entirely thinking it was going to take 1 video to make. but it ended up taking 2 videos. So I'm going to try that. Yep. Achievement unlocked. Is that the one? No, I think that game was called Upgrade Complete, where you play as the spaceship and you have to buy all the upgrades. Achievement unlocked. That's the one where it was like the white screen and you had to do all the various tasks, and one of them required you to like use the right-click context menu or something. And then Fancy Pants Adventure, that was one with a stick figure guy with the funky hair, and he was wearing like yellow or orange or red shorts, and like when you slid down, you could like surfer slide down the sides of the rolling hill kind of deal. Otherwise you were jumping around. The platforming, I remember, wasn't all that great, and you had, was there teleporters or something? Anyway, Achievement Unlocked versus Fancy Pants. I believe Fancy Pants would have taken more videos. Yep. So Achievement Unlocked was done in 1. Boom. Finished the practice quiz? You bet I did. Then you are ready for the true quiz. I feel like that should have capitals. It should be capital true, capital quiz. It will be difficult, but I promise, that should be an S. It's not all trivia, but it should be trivia. It's a quiz. Quizzes are trivia. You can use logic, deduction, which is a type of logic, and process of elimination, also a type of logic, to figure things out, even if you have to make some guesses here and there. If I'm using logic, then why am I making guesses? I guess you're using logic, process of elimination, yeah. So if you have a multiple choice test, you eliminate the wrong answers, and then if you have to guess the remaining answers, you at least have a higher chance of guessing the right one if you're guessing at random. Tip: you can pick the items from the columns in any order. Well, I figured that out up here. You can try to find the quote for a certain video or a video. Oh, good. Okay. The practice quiz was the number of videos per Let's Play. Uh-oh. I had to sneeze. But now it looks like it's going to be quotes. No. Quiz created using How-To Matching Quiz Maker, 2003, How-To software. The original matching quiz engine has been modified to better suit the nature of this particular quiz. No punctuation. Better suit, no E. Copyright 2019, Andrew. Did I mention the name of the person who asked? I don't think I did, and I feel really bad if I didn't. So the comments came from a YouTuber by the name of Tom Riddle Jr. I believe it was Jr., but it was Tom Riddle. And he was trying to post the links to the quiz for me to download, but YouTube kept removing the links. And so he ended up having to upload a video to his channel so that he could include the link in his own video description. So thank you for all of the work you had to go through to do this, Tom Riddle, aka possibly Andrew. Start the true quiz. Okay. Match the quote with the video it was spoken in. The video in which it was spoken. Ending a sentence with a preposition is something up with which I will not put. Okay, so there is a lot. There are 30 pairs going on here. I have some gum in my mouth, so I'm going to spit that out. There we go. Okay, so, well, there's a lot of words on the left, so let's see what we have on the right. So we got The Visitor, so that's a game. That's the one that I ended with, I think, the clue videos. Moir, which I don't remember what that is, but it sounds like noir. Remove the dragon, wizard. And I remember making a big deal about where that comma was. Remove the dragon, comma, wizard. Telling the wizard to remove the dragon, but you could also remove the dragon, wizard. Serve log more, Baja Fresh. Okay. So if you've, not many people ever watched my Serve log more or other non-LP videos, but some of them, I don't know about any of the Serve log mores. I know like a Travlog more or just a vlog more. I had multiple vlog mores that I ended up getting like copyright strikes on and had to take down to avoid any other issues. But the Baja Fresh, that was, if I remember correctly, the restaurant. I say restaurant, it's like a fast food place. When I was in Anaheim for ASHP mid-year, I remember I went to Baja Fresh to get food, and if I remember correctly, I was supposed to go to my poster presentation, but there was like a fire drill or something, and everybody had to leave the convention center. And then I didn't feel like going back in, and so I went to the Baja Fresh, got food, ate lunch, and then came back inside afterwards. And my classmates were trying to tell me that like a million people stopped by to ask questions about my project. And of course, I wasn't there. But I don't believe anybody actually went by to ask questions about my project. Wario Land 4, I think that was the Golden Pyramid. That was a blind playthrough. I believe it was a blind playthrough. Mystery IQ Test. Is that one that... Was Pavel taking that one? I do not remember if it was Pavel taking test or it was me taking test. Nick's Weird Adventure 2. You can still buy your copy for $3.50. Gretel and Hansel Stones. That was the Gretel and Hansel game. Pursuit of Hat. Kind of remember Pursuit of Hat. Alfie's Quest 2, Bob's Quest, obviously from AdKit and his RPG Maker. Gretel and Hansel 2, the sequel to Gretel and Hansel Stones. Mickey Mousecapade, one of my favorite NES games. It was bonkers to me as a child, and it remained bonkers as I grew up. It's a very simple and short game, but when you're a child and you don't have the dexterity and the hand-eye coordination, it's such a difficult game. I don't think I ever beat it as a child, and then I just walked through it. Shopping Cart Hero is where you zoomed the shopping cart up off the ramp into the sky, if I remember correctly. Spike, A Love Story is where you had like that thwomp creature that was falling in love. Word Kingdom, I think, was on dictionary.com. Classic Concentration, NES game. Pixelo, was Pixelo one of those Picross games where you had to do the color in the blocks to make a picture? The Great SirEldricIV Quiz, another fan-made game. Dungeon Dice, I kind of remember that game. Travelogue More Phoenix, ? If I remember correctly, that would have been when my classmate and I were flying to the APHA meeting in Seattle. And my friend's husband was an air traffic controller, I think, and he was able to get standby tickets for us. And we flew from Pittsburgh, and I didn't know, I knew we were going to end up in Seattle, but I didn't have like the full flight itinerary. They were nice enough to give me the ticket. And so I just showed up knowing that I was going to end up in Seattle. And so it turned out that our flight was going from Pittsburgh to Phoenix and then Phoenix to Seattle. And in Phoenix, when we were doing our layover, they told us, "Oh, your flight to Seattle is canceled or full because an earlier flight got bumped, and so those people are now bumping you, and the next flight out isn't going to be till tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm stuck in Phoenix. If only I couldn't just call my mom and go home and sleep in my own bed and play with my dog." It was wonderful. My super secret, totally awesome birthday surprise. That was a story jumper that was created by my subscribers. They sent me a link to it, and it was awesome. It was a bunch of quotes and pictures, which have then led into other things like other fan-made things like the Great Sir Eldric IV quiz. I think that was the one that was made by the guy who did the IQ quizzes, right? I hope I'm not forgetting that. But this, I actually purchased the Story Jumper book. Story Jumper is a website. You put together books, and then I purchased a hard copy. I have it on my bookcase right behind me right now. It was one of my most favorite possessions. This is the only level 2. That's the one where you play as the elephant. 1213. There was a couple of comments on the 1213 video just in the last week, because it turns out, and I have no idea why, but in the 1213, I put part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skipped 6 and 7, and then uploaded part 8. And in part 8, the description says, "with all the goodness of parts 6 and 7 combined," which I don't know what happened. I'd have to go back, I guess, and watch the video. But somebody was asking me where 6 and 7 were, and I went looking for it for a moment, and then I found, I went to 8 and saw that 8 said it had 6 and 7. So I was like, go to video 8, just watch that. The Visitor Returns, which is the not quite as good version of The Visitor, which also does not have a bunch of outtakes, not outtakes, but snippets from the Clue movie. Continuity, can't remember that at all. Transylvania, I believe that misspelling is in the game itself. I want to say Transylvania was like a silhouette game, like a flash game where everything's in silhouette, if I remember correctly. Super Mario Brothers 2, obviously a wonderful NES game. I remember playing that. I asked my subscribers to tell me in each video which character I needed to play as in the next video, except for Princess, because every level I played through it as whatever character they told me to play through, and then I played through it as Princess and ran it like excuse me, I got the hiccups again. Kind of like a speed run, but not like record-setting speed run pace. Just pretty quick and I hope technically proficient. Alfie's Quest, the original, compared to Alfie's Quest 2, Bob's Quest. Pix Evo. That was if Pixelo wasn't the Picross game, then Pix Evo was. But I think Pix Evo was the one where you were the little white figure. It was like a black screen, and you were running around collecting dots, and then like you would evolve. I remember growing wings at one point. And then Wise Words Saved by Eldric, another fan-made one. Okay, so there is a lot going on in this left column. All right, I received 2 independent messages to play this game, which tells me that there was some collusion going on. Because 1, this is not some very famous award-winning Flash game or a game that just came out that was awesome. This game came out almost 2 years ago, I think. It was a 2009 release. And so to have 2 people on the same day send me a message and say, play this, tells me that somebody was either a developer of the game or has like 2 accounts on YouTube. I had so many people ask me to play this game, which is fine. I did the first one. The first one's great. The second one, not so much. Welcome back to game title. This is that game rhyming with game title. Wow, it was doing some trumpet right before I started recording and it would have fit perfect. No, it's missing a syllable because I'm trying to match up with a different song, one that this isn't. Ever since that dame stepped into my office, I knew she'd be trouble. Thing was, I couldn't get her out of my head. Wow, that's not the voice that I want to do, but that's the voice I'm doing now. The things she had said, the mystery she had brought to my attention. That is just not a noir voice, man. Just shadowed in the light. They played at me. Some of them were achievements. I'm going to show you how to get them. Okay. I bet you I did a much better voice for that in the original video. Oh, I hate this. Look at this. These choices, these radio buttons, they extend all the way across the screen. Because I mean, like, I'm like all the way over here and I can change my answer. I hate that. These buttons should just be buttons. They shouldn't be able to change all the way over here. I'm leaving this picture up here as long as possible because I want to be able to get this as the thumbnail for the video. Please, 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 YouTube, give me this as the thumbnail for the video. It's kind of a shoddy job, but I had to do a lot of work in MS Paint in order to get that to go. And it is now morning at 9 a.m. Oh man, I still love the goofy-faced character. I just love imagining all these are naughty, gnarled teeth. Naughty, gnarled, I think naughty... I'm pretty sure that this should be knotty as in Knotty, like a knot in a piece of wood, like it's all twisted and burled. Right after I uploaded the introduction video, YouTube decided to stop working for me. Every time I'd try to go into a video to watch it, it would say that I needed the newest version of Adobe Flash. And I play Flash games all the time, so I always have the most up-to-date version of Adobe Flash. If I were him, which is to say a complete idiot, where would I hide my ultimate secret getaway? Here? Wait, really? That was, oh my god. You just pull on the secret shopping list and a hidden door opens? I think I know what that one is. It's probably bad that I decided to do some voices for this one because now you're going to expect voices in the future. And despite being a role player and a dungeon master, I don't do voices. I just use my same voice all the time. That has turned out to be incredibly true, and I have never done voices since. Welcome to the ocean. We got fun and games. You saw my volume changing. I know what this one is because it's right here. That's Mickey Mousecapade because the ocean is Mickey Mousecapade level. Does this look familiar to anybody? Or maybe this? Maybe? Possibly? I know. How about this window? Does this window look familiar to anybody? It was in my Christmas video. I played this when it came out in October of 2007, and I beat it. And now I've had a request for it. Why am I doing all requests this week? Because I want to give people false hope that I do more requests in the future. I'm not going to. Did you know this game has a save function? Anybody who wasn't an idiot like I was and looked at the front and saw this continue button probably could have inferred that there's a continue function. I didn't know that. I thought I had to keep playing the entire game all the way through until I hit the button that says, "Would you like to save?" You can't really do old-time radio voice and say words like, "yeah." It just doesn't sound right because it's not old-timey. Yeah, surprised, actually, that the video's not gotten flagged by YouTube, despite the blatant use of clips from the Clue movie. That would be the Visitor, which is where the Clue clips are, but I wouldn't say that in the video itself. Because I couldn't say, yeah, I'm surprised that the Visitor didn't get flagged. There's also stats, which apparently unlocks at some point, and the game automatically turns the I's lowercase. I did not type my name like an idiot with all caps except for lowercase i's. This game is freaking disgustingly hard, and not in a good way. Frustrating hard. The kind of hard that makes you want to write home to mom and tell her that somebody beat you up and you want her to beat the crap out of them for you. Why is it hard? There's one reason, and that is that the jumps are terrible. Oh, terrible jumps. Who has terrible jumps? I would have thought Mickey Mousecapade, because the jumping in that game is a butt. 1213 has terrible jumps. All the time. Which is funny. His name is not on the front page, but Tasselfoot is. Tasselfoot! Who's Tasselfoot? Some jerk on YouTube who does walkthroughs for Flash games. I know exactly what game that is. That has got to be... where did it go? This is the only level. There it is. This is the only level 2. It's got to be Tasselfoot. This is not the first time that Firefox has wanted me to update for stability in the middle of a video. I'm not going to cut that out. You're stuck with it now. I love this game. I love this game actually so much that I had to look and see if I'd already played it. I did a search on my videos and I did not see that I did, so we're playing it now. Okay, well, I know that that's not Mickey Mousecapade because that's the ocean. What game do I love a lot? I love Nick's Weird Adventure, but I don't think I played that. I don't think I would have said that. Classic Concentration, definitely. And Super Mario Brothers 2. Those would be the games. But I would have known if I did Super Mario Brothers. So it's got to be Concentration. You're staring at a white screen at the moment because I want to rant about YouTube briefly. There's no good link to the inbox anymore on the front page. See? Inbox is gone. That should say is, right? Or did I misspeak in the original video? There's no inbox here anymore. I just now noticed this today. And I noticed it on Stroville's channel, and wouldn't you know, I go back to my channel where someone sent me a private message. I think I know what that is. This is so epic sounding when you read the flavor text, and then it's just, this adds 1 or 2. That is the basic to play the blank game. That, by the way, people who are arguing on my video from the other week, is what irony is. Oh, that's sad and ironic. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's just that that first step includes about 50 sub-steps. That makes it a real doozy. Now, this is where I got stuck for quite some time. More time than I should probably admit to. Nowhere does the game tell you that you can re-go back out. It's something that you got to kind of figure out on your own. I figured that the point of the game was just that you had to figure the puzzle out and then just run through it real quick. The idea of there being multiple steps didn't occur to me. I did not see this for the longest time the first time I played this game, before I realized that they were going to hide these just, you know, all around little bit by little bit. I didn't know you could jump off the edge up there. Man, so many of these I have no idea. It took so long for that first video to compile. Not even render. I haven't even put it into Camtasia to put everything together. This was just a save from the recording. I am so happy that I don't have anything else to do tonight because I am not going to be able to do anything else tonight. I don't understand why that room exists, because I've gone a couple of rooms past that and it's a completely different puzzle than anything else you encounter. So here's this chubby little raccoon. Raccoon should have 2 C's, right? Isn't raccoon R-A-C? Is it 2 C's? No. And he's trying to get into the trash can. Unfortunately, the trash can is closed and locked. Has anyone ever seen a trash can like this before? Did they invent this, or does this actually exist? Wow, that's a lot of... Okay. So, ones that I'm pretty sure about. Let's do the Welcome to the Ocean, Mickey Mouse Capade. And what was the other one? I love this game. Where's the one? Okay, I love this game. We're playing it now. That should be Classic Concentration. Yep. Okay, Firefox update, staring, okay. Go back to my channel, someone sent me a private message. This I remember because I had been off of YouTube for a while. If I remember correctly, this should be my totally awesome birthday surprise. Someone had messaged around, and one of the people they messaged was Stroville. And when I was checking Stroville's inbox, I saw it, and I was like, what? And then I went back to my inbox, and it had been several weeks since they sent Stroville a message, and then there was a message for me. Yep. This is the basic of how to 30... Okay, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I believe that was AdKit's Alfie's Quest. I did not see this. I played this game before I realized they were going to hide these. It took so long for that to compile. Okay, so no. So in the early couple years, the first couple years, I was using Camtasia. Well, I think my earliest videos didn't even use Camtasia, but when I was using Camtasia originally, I didn't have a very good codec. And I was saving in a different style of, a different file type. And the original Camtasia studio that I was using was very bad at handling anything that put a lot of changes on the screen. Afterwards, I got an updated version of Camtasia with an updated codec and a different file type to save in. Partly, AdKit also told me to save as a different type of file. And that vastly improved the ability of Camtasia to handle things. So this would have to be something that happened early, and it would have to be something that has a lot of changes on screen. So it's not going to be something like Wise Words, because that's too late. Travelogue More doesn't usually have a lot of changes. Word No, Spike, Alfie's Quest, Nick's Weird Adventure, but most of Nick's Weird Adventure is a static screen. That's late. Okay, let's see. Anything else we got going that's an easy one? I received 2 independent messages to play this game, and it's not some very famous award-winning Flash game. So, Moir... I don't believe anybody's... Maybe Pursuit of Hats? I don't know. Where are some more where we have some clues? I had so many people ask me to play this, which is fine. I did the first one. The first one's great. The second one... Okay, where I played the second one... The first one's great. The second one's bad. The Nick's Weird Adventure is great. Alfie's Quest was great. Gretel and Hansel was great. Shopping Cart Hero... Was that? Love Spike? Spike was fine, first and second. This Is the Only Level was great. The Visitor Returns I wasn't super fond of. So, I did the first one. The first one's great. The second one, okay. So are you The Visitor Returns? No. Okay. So then the only other one would be Shopping Cart Hero 2? Oh, yep, that was it. Is Shopping Cart Hero then, am I thinking of the right one where you jump off of a ramp in a shopping cart? Or is this a different one? Now I'm not even remembering the game. I really wish you had left the game title in my song lyrics, dude. Then it would be easier to figure out. Ever since that dame stepped into my office, I knew she'd be trouble. Thing was, I couldn't get her out of my head. Okay, so this is Moir? Because Moir is like noir? Oh, I hate it when I hate this. I look at these choices. Radio buttons. Radio buttons. The Visitor, no. I don't remember more. Remove the Dragon, no. Serve Logmore would have radio buttons. For those of you who have never watched a Serve Logmore, the serve part is for survey. So that should be, yep, Serve Logmore. I'm leaving this picture up here as long as possible because I want to get this as the thumbnail. I had to do a lot of work in MS Paint in order to get that to go. What would I have done MS Paint? Not the Visitor, because the Visitor was Clue. Don't remember you. I didn't do anything for you. Not for you. You were the Game Boy Advance game. No. Pursuit. Gretel and Hansel. A lot of these, like the earlier ones, like Gretel and Hansel, I know that I didn't do any kind of work. There was a very small amount of work that I put into some of my videos. Great Sir Eldric IV quiz. But I wouldn't know what exactly I'm doing, so why would I leave up a particular thumbnail? And why would I do MS Paint stuff? It's got to be Super Mario Brothers 2. Yep. I don't even remember what I did. But that's the only thing I can think of. I would have wanted to put up some kind of picture. I do know that there was one with like Mario, a different Mario game, or was this the one where I created that black paint with Mario and MS Paint? I don't know, my brain's not working. Another fun thing when you have a newborn is that they wake up every 2 hours, and so you don't get to sleep. It's morning at 9 a.m. I still love the goofy face character. I love imagining all of these naughty, gnarled teeth. That... Naughty, gnarled teeth. The Visitor, you ate people, but it says I'm imagining them as naughty, gnarled teeth, so they wouldn't have actually been teeth. Wouldn't have been teeth. Oh, Spike, because it's got all the spikes on her. I remember, I kept thinking it looked like a big goofy grin. Right after I uploaded the introduction video, Wario Land would have had an introduction. This is before I did intro videos. These are Flash games. They don't get intro videos. That wouldn't have gotten an intro. This is a standalone video. 1213? No, I didn't do an intro video for 1213. So it's got to be Wario Land. Yep. There was a period of time in the middle where I liked to do an introduction video, and then I would upload like the first part of the game. A lot of people ask me where the name Eldric IV comes from, and I always tell them to go back and watch the introduction video for Dragon Warrior, because I explain where the name comes from. And spoiler alert, it is derived in part from the game Dragon Warrior. Right. If I were him, which is to say a complete idiot. Okay, I thought I knew what this one is, and now that I've seen the other Alfie's Quest go, this is definitely Bob's Quest. Yep. Probably bad that I decided to do voices, because now you're going to expect voices in the future. I don't remember. I don't know if I did voices for the Visitor. I don't know that one again. I keep going over the same ones and saying the same comments over and over again. Did I do voices in the first Gretel and Hansel? I know that I did them in the second one. Word Kingdom. This is the 1213 was voices. 1213 definitely had voices. It's probably bad that I decided to do some voices for this one, because now you're going to expect voices in the future. And despite being, I don't do voices, I just use my same voice. Not 1213. Okay. So then Gretel and Hansel. I did voices for one? Nope. Alright, so did I do voices in 2? No. Okay, so we're going to have to find out where I did voices, because I did voices in Nick's Weird Adventure. Yep, okay. So even earlier than Gretel and Hansel in 1213, Nick's Weird Adventure is when I started doing voices. Does this look familiar? Or maybe this video, it was in my Christmas video. Does this look familiar to anybody? Or maybe this, maybe possibly, I know. How about this window? Does this window look familiar to anybody? That would have to be Travelog more. Because one of the things with Travelog more, if you go back and watch those videos, I was traveling with a laptop that had an embedded webcam, and I always would show off the hotel room or wherever I was staying, but I would be very careful, including through reflections, to not reveal my own face. So I would look at where pictures and mirrors were hung and avoid it. And since I was in Phoenix and I would have done the video in my house and my Christmas videos, I did like 2 Christmas videos and they were in my bedroom back home. And so that's got to be Travelog more. Where's my, Christmas video. All right, I played this when it came out in October 2007. I don't know what that is. Do you know this game has a save function? Okay, a game where I forgot it had a save function. I want to say that's 1213. Yep, okay. I forgot that they had a save function in 1213. Old time radio voice. I'm still... Noir makes me think of noir, and this is a very noir thing, but also old-time radio voice. Let's try this. Oh, that was noir. Okay, that's good. Surprised the video's not gotten flagged by YouTube despite the blatant use of clips from the Clue movie. So that should be The Visitor Returns, because I did the Clue movie in The Visitor, and so in The Visitor Returns, I would have made the recommendation about the Clue movie. No. So that means it's got to be the Great Sir Eldric Quiz or Wise Words Said by Eldric. Because where else would I have mentioned the Visitor movie except for one that was going back? And there's also stats and lowercase i's. I'm not sure what the lowercase i's would be. This game is disgustingly hard because you can't jump. Well, 1213 is off the menu. This is the only level. Jumping is just fine. I don't remember much jumping in these games. Word Kingdom and Pixela wouldn't be jumping. Dungeon Dice wouldn't be jumping. Continuity, Transylvania, Pix Evo. Oh, Tasselfoot. Well, we can get rid of this as the only level. I forgot Tasselfoot Clue. And then just adds 1 or 2. So epic when you read the flavor text, and then it just adds 1 or 2. That's got to be Dungeon Dice, because it's adding number... Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Oy, that shouldn't count as a mistake. I clicked on the wrong one on accident. Now this is where I got stuck for some time, more time than I should probably admit to. Nowhere does the game tell you you can re-go back out. Re-go back out. It's something you got to kind of figure out on your own. Mystery IQ, Pursuit of Hat, Gretel and Hansel. I did not see this for the longest time. First time I played this game before I realized that they were going to hide these all over little bit by little bit. Didn't know you could jump off the edge up there. Don't know. Took so long for the video to compile. Okay, so what would take a long time for a video to compile? The Visitor... Except I would not have been able to splice in the clips from Clue in The Visitor if the compiling took so long. Not even compiling, I'm sorry. If just saving the video, the raw data before even going in and doing the editing was such a pain, I wouldn't have been able to go in and do the editing and actually render the video out. This is too late. This would not be... Alright. I'm going to guess it's... Gretel and Hansel 2 had the little pre-game, because the game took a while to load, and so it let you go in and do this thing with like hats and flipped your hats all around. So, yes, okay. I don't understand why that room exists, because I've gone a couple of rooms past that and it's a completely different puzzle. Mystery IQ test? Yes, okay. So there's this chubby little raccoon and he's trying to get into the trash can. A raccoon in a trash can. That's got to be... That's one of the visitor games. I remember that there's the lock on the trash can, and I didn't even know if people actually had the locked things. Like it goes over the... It was the flap over the top of the trash can to keep it locked down. Chubby little raccoon. Not the visitor. Visitor returns. Okay. I got 2 independent messages to... Okay, so this is definitely not Gretel and Hansel. I'm trying to go the other way now. And I'm trying to think of ones where I know... Play this game before I realize they're going to hide these. No, that's just got stuck for more time than I should probably admit to. Re-go back out. No, this is the basic game to play. That, by the way, is irony. This is not the first time Firefox has wanted to update. Game is disgustingly hard. I'm trying to figure out one with like wise words or the Great Eldritch quiz. Stats. Surprised the video's not gotten flagged by YouTube. This is definitely one of these two. Can't do an old-timey radio voice and say yeah. Old-timey radio voice. I might have done that for Word Kingdom, Pursuit of Hat, Transylvania. Played this when it came out in October 2007. Okay, so 2009, 2007, those ones are definitely not the quiz ones. Welcome back to this. Welcome back to the game. Well, I did these in one video, so it's not that. Not that. Not gotten flagged by the YouTube. Also stats, which apparently unlocks at some point, and the game automatically turns the eyes lowercase. Game is freaking disgusting. Okay, it's not that. Firefox update. That's the basic to play. Got stuck. Did not see this. Played the game. Hide these everywhere. All right, I think the Clue movie one... No, so it's got to be this one. Yep. Man, these are getting harder. So the Great SirEldric IV quiz either had Firefox update for stability in the middle of a video, or stats. Stats doesn't seem right because it's a quiz. Like, what kind of stats are you going to unlock at some point? And it can't be any of these. So the radio voice? Okay. Interesting. I received 2 independent messages to play this game. Welcome back to this game. I played this when it came out. I beat it. I now had a request for it. What did I play before and beat and then get a request for? That has to be the Visitor. Yep. Because I played the Visitor. I remember in the video even saying I played this game a long time ago when it came out. And was just, somebody had requested it and it reminded me of the game's existence. Alright, so a game that was not an award-winning 2009, and then 2 people sent me a request on the same day. Again, not Gretel and Hansel, because that's an awesome game. Not Word Kingdom, because I believe that was a Dictionary.com game. Pixelo, Continuity, Transylvania, Pix Evo, Pursuit of Hat. I would guess something like Pursuit of Hat. Welcome back to a game title. This is that game title. Wow, that was doing some trumpet. Some trumpet. What game would have trumpets in it? Word Kingdom? Remove the Dragon Wizard? Stats. Freaking disgusting hard game with jumping. Okay, I don't remember jumping in this. I don't remember jumping in that. Pursuit of Hat, I don't recall bad jumping. This is not the first time Firefox has wanted me to update for stability in the middle of a video. That could be any of them. That is the basic to play. That is the basic to play the blank game. That is the basic to play the blank game. That, by the way, people who are arguing on my video, is what irony is. Oh, it's sad and ironic. That is the basic to play. That's got to be Word Kingdom, right? Because that's how it's going to be ironic, is that the sentence is all garbled, and it's about... That is the basic to play the continuity game. That is the basic to play the Word Kingdom game. Word Kingdom game. Yes. All right. Now this is where I got stuck for quite some time. The more time than I probably admit to. Nowhere does the game tell you that you can re-go back out. Re-go back out. It's something that you got to kind of figure out on your own. I figured that the point of the game was that you had to figure the puzzle out and then just run through it real quick. The idea of there being multiple steps didn't occur to me. Continuity? I did not see this for the longest time. First time I played this game before I realized that they were going to hide these just, you know, all around little bit by little bit. I didn't know you could jump off the ledge up there. Jumping off a ledge and hiding stuff everywhere. When I think of jumping off a ledge, Gretel and Hansel Pursuit of Hat are what come to mind. Gretel and Hansel. Alright. Got stuck because you're solving a puzzle. Is this one continuity? Yes. Okay. The first time Firefox wanted... Okay, update we can't do. Stats. Remove the Dragon Wizard? No. Okay. Well, we could just guess, but... Welcome back to... Pursuit of Hat. This is that game where you pursue a hat. Welcome back to Pixelo. This is that game that wants to know. Welcome back to Transylvania. This is the game of Pennsylvania. Welcome back to Pixivo. Pixelo? No. Okay, I'm just making mistakes all over the place now. Okay, I received 2 independent messages to play this game, which tells me that there's some collusion going on, because this is not some very famous award-winning Flash game. It was a 2009 release, got 2 people to send it on the same day. Then welcome back to Rhyming Game. There's also stats, which unlock. This game is freaking disgustingly hard. And this is not the first time that Firefox has won him. Okay. It wouldn't... Okay, 2 independent messages, not some famous award-winning Flash game, or a game that just came out that was awesome. Alright, Remove the Dragon Wizard was awesome, so this is not Remove the Dragon Wizard. Pursuit of Hat, I feel like, was a better game than I was making it sound here. Pixelo, Transylvania, or Pixivo. I also want to say that Pixivo was a pretty... was a current game when I played it. So I would say it's either Pixelo or Transylvania. I wish I could draw lines. Welcome back to this game. This is that game, rhyming with title. I was doing some trumpet right before starting. There's also stats. I don't know what stats would be. Game is very hard because of jumping. Well, with what's left, I remember jumping around in this game, because I remember at one point, like I said at the beginning, collecting dots and like growing wings and getting like a double jump. Okay, so that was correct. I should have to go back. I really need to go back and find out what Pixelo and Transylvania and Continuity are, because I don't remember them at all. Alright, stats. What would have stats? Remove the Dragon Wizard? No. Now I'm just getting penalties for penalty's sake. Did I already try Pixelo? No, I did not. Okay, so stats and Pixelo. 2 independent message... Okay, so this has to be Transylvania, because like I said, these 2 are better than I would have thought. Didn't I already do this one for Pursuit of Hat? Nope. Okay, and then I guess Remove the Dragon Wizard wanted an update. There you go. 30 out of 30 with 11... mistakes, and I feel bad with some of those mistakes. All right, so that has been the Super Sir Eldric IV quote quiz version 2.1. Tom Riddle mentioned he was like, if you hadn't recorded it already, I've got some minor changes, and I was like, okay. And then I was getting ready. I was supposed to record yesterday, but we actually ran into an issue with the boy not wanting to take a nap and then waking up from his nap at the time he was already supposed to eat dinner, and then going to bed over an hour late. And so it just threw everything off and I ran out of time. But this morning I woke up getting ready to record, and there was another message from Tom also saying, hey, I've done a couple more minor updates. So that was fun. There are a lot of things that I say apparently in videos that I have no recollection of, including several games that I have no recollection of. But there were many videos in that list of 30 where I could remember. I have very fond memories. So thank you very much. And I hope to occasionally continue recording in the future. I just recently updated my computer to Windows 10, and I'm still kind of getting everything working. And part of me recording now is specifically to make sure that my recording setup still works. So until next time, bye-bye.